Boom. I
What's
think
up?
we're on. What's up, my friend? Jofre is on the show. I feel like I've been talking to Summer more than compared to talking to you, which is weird.
I know my time split up. My time is I've been busy, you know. Been
Yeah.
busy. I've been doing a lot more web development stuff, so which is good.
Yeah. Somebody just got $1,200 in the bank account today.
Mhm.
Dun, dun, dun.
I got the stimulus money. Yeah.
How does it feel like getting the $1,200?
It feels I don't like it
Why not?
because sometimes when you get it, you have to spend it, but not necessarily cuz recently I've been doing like all my budgets and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I usually break it down, but since I've already paid off all my budgets for the month, and then I got my tax return and I did that, I spent a lot of it in the beginning of the month. That 1,200, it's really just a lot extra that I think I'm gonna save a large portion of it, and a large like half of it save and half of it maybe go to my student loans.
Good. Yeah. I mean, it's always safe to have a safety stash,
hmm
Um,
an emergency savings.
yeah,
I've
I
been putting
mean,
money towards that too.
on average, I think they were saying that it's like 6 months,
400. Yeah, you should have.
six
You should
months
have.
of like
Yeah.
expenses, which I have, so I'm not really stressed out about this kind of situation. But most people don't have that luxury, so
Yeah. I just got a note someone threw at me just recently. It says, if not taxed, will they get taxed next year?
no, the
And
$1,200 will not get taxed.
it won't get taxed because it's from the government essentially, right?
Yeah, it is a part of the stimulus bill, so
hmm
it's not going to go onto your tax return.
Yeah, and you're not going to be taxed, and it's not in advance of your taxes for next year as well. That's
No,
what some people were saying too.
it's just the free money,
Yeah,
pretty
that's what
much.
Rose sent me. All right, I got another note. Let's see what it says.
Where Rose is doing a class and then she's contributing to the
Yeah,
podcast.
she's throwing stuff at me. She says nothing is free. What do you think about that?
I mean, like that is true that nothing is free, but due to the fact that everybody else is inside, there's not much working opportunity. Then it is what it is, right? Like, do I want
hmm
to accept it? No, I don't. Like, nobody likes to hang out.
hmm
But the meantime, that there's a lot of people that are losing their house. They are like still paying the
Yeah.
rent, right? If you have like a pretty good landlord, it's like, yeah, cool. You don't have to worry about paying the rent for this 2 months. But if you have some like bitchy like asshole landlord,
hmm
then you're gonna be in the world of hurt. So
I'm pretty interested because I wonder because my landlord said that we can't like renew, but I'm curious if we did like want to, like, would there be like legality that we could pursue around that? You know what I mean?
I mean, it is a personal choice, to be honest.
hmm
Like the landlord has to eat too. Like for example, like my last rent company in the avenues.
Yeah.
They have a whole team of like fixers and like carpenters,
hmm
and they have trucks. So those people, they need to be employed, right? So it depends on
hmm
what we're looking at. Like if you are the house owner, let's say if somebody is renting a room from me, like I can say, okay, cool. I don't have to worry about the rent, for this 2 weeks, and then let's add a little something to your rent after you get work, so we can pay that
hmm
off. Or somewhere
Yeah.
around there, like I think that's reasonable, but not everybody else is doing that. So
Yeah, no, I think that's it's pretty interesting just kind of how it's affecting everyone. So I think the 1,200 will like really help a lot of people,
in Utah,
but I
yes.
I think it's not smart if the people who get it are using it, spending all of it. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, it is what it is, right? Like people people need to have trust. People need to have faith in them. Need to know that okay, you need to take care of this money. And I totally agree that there are people that are living a lavish lifestyle right now. They're hurting, like because they didn't save. Well, what are you gonna do? Like suck it up, right? So
I think
hopefully this is a good lesson.
I think it's a good lesson, but at the same time, I feel like it's just going to put people. It's just the way people like manage money. They're gonna put themselves spend a little bit more because they have a little bit more, and
Yeah,
instead they should be saving they should be saving, spending a little bit but saving a large majority of it, right?
yeah. Like even me, like I set up my financial plan. I'm saving money. I'm investing it every single month. Like even me, like after this, I feel like my previous spending, like I I don't want to call myself cheap or a stingy, but I'm like I don't like to spend that much money on physical stuff.
Well, it makes sense. You're pretty stylish, so you don't really need to buy clothes. You can look like you're on a Vogue cover,
Are
with
you
Conor McGregor or something.
are
But
you are you hinting that I spend too much money on clothes? Come on.
no,
I
no,
go to Park City like once in a year to like buy clothes. That's about it.
yeah. I don't know. I just feel like it makes sense. You're single too. Like you have, nothing else, and you're like what you're interested in isn't really expensive. So it's like
Yeah.
that's a very good place to be in. That's not like a negative thing to
Yeah.
be in, right?
And I have saved my money. I started doing investing. So like the whole point, like I will teach you to be rich is that to have guilt-free spending, right? And to
Yep.
be honest, like my passions, is food, right? Like restaurants and whatnot, and like I did my budgets too, like a couple months ago. Like my biggest expenses are food and groceries.
Yep.
That's about it.
And
So
that makes sense. A large portion does usually go to food. If you cook at home, it does kind of cut back. I'm trying to look at my budget here, or what it said in I Will Teach You to Be Rich. That I think the breakdown of like your weekly paycheck or maybe like bonuses.
mm-hmm.
It says that you need to put a large portion towards debt. Um, then like I think like spend like 20 or 30%. Here, it's right here. Let me show you. Let me share my screen real quick.
Ooh, want to see your budget?
You won't see my budget, but you'll see the
Oh, okay,
notes.
okay, okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just
I, w- I,
just
could, I could
making
not
sure.
share my budget. Yeah,
Just
right here.
making sure. Yeah, that's true. That's kind of what I go by as well. Like 60% fixed cost, meaning bills and insurance and debt, and then 20% saved up, and the other 20% are like fun money.
So that's the thing. This 20, 30%, I feel like it's so high. I don't want to spend 20 or 30% of my income on, on things, you know what I mean?
you don't have to. I mean, like, what's your money dial? Like, what kind of a spending that makes you
Well,
happy? Like, makes you
well,
happier, I guess.
well, for me was going out, eating food, maybe getting like a drink, maybe going out on the weekends,
Yeah.
going to bars, but it's like I don't have that right now. So it's like right now I don't spend any money.
Then
Like
put
I've been
it
buying a lot of
into savings.
pants.
Yeah. Then put
I've
it
been
into
buying a lot of
savings.
pants and stuff.
Wait, hold on. You got your UFC shorts? Don't
I
tell me you
did. You
bought
want to
them.
see them?
Oh wait, it's already
I'm
here?
wearing them. I'm wearing
Oh
them.
my god,
Here,
such a
hold up.
sucker.
I'm on my
You're
bed.
such a sucker, Jofre.
They were on sale. I got them for sale.
For like what, $40?
Look at that.
For like $40? Tell me how
25.
much you dropped on that freaking short.
So they're originally 50, okay?
Uh-huh.
But I got them for 25 or
Okay.
something. So I
That's
actually pretty got a good discount.
that's actually not bad, not bad. So you
Yeah.
will save the rest of the money, right?
Yeah. Besides the shorts, pretty much. And I got like a pair of pants.
Uh-huh.
And then they sent me the wrong size and the wrong color completely. So then I ordered another pair of pants. But it looks like I can't return the first pair of pants because their site isn't working. So I have to wait till the store opens. But if it passes the date to return it, I'm just gonna keep the two pair of pants.
What kind of a website are you ordering from? Like you've been running into this kind of a logistic, like merchant situation.
It's cotton on. Cotton on.
Okay. I have no idea
So
what that is.
you want me to show you this? You want me to show you what it is?
Sure, why
Are
not?
we going off topic?
I mean, isn't this podcast is always off topic? I don't know. Isn't that kind of
A
what we do
little.
around here?
Yeah, a little bit. So I was supposed to get this, okay?
Okay.
And what I ended up getting,
Is it on like Reebok or something? Oh, Cotton On. Is that like a brand? Is that like a branch?
it's a brand. I would not recommend ordering from here, and I'll show you. I'll show you why.
Because you wait, is it coming from China again? Give you a
It's
Chinese
not coming
tracking
from
number?
China now. My other thing hasn't come yet, and I waited a week, so I messaged them again, saying, "Hey, where are my bands?" Because I saw somewhere that they usually, if it's not ready, because they have so many orders, they just order so much and they have it in the queue, and I'm number something in the queue, but they don't have my product, they send a shipping confirmation, so they can sort of see that it's shipped, so you can't get a refund on the product and stuff.
So shady, man. So shady.
Yeah, so I think that's what happened. And it's like if it comes like I won't be like my last day is like end of May, and if it if it comes and I'm not here, then I lose like 30 something dollars
Right.
pretty much. But
You
so
can
I
change
got
the
these.
address to like my place, and then if it comes, I would just give it to you or whatever.
I mean, I wish I could, but it's like if it's a Chinese company, like I don't know how much flexibility I have with that.
I
I
see.
should have, but I ordered mine March 25th, so I was like, if it doesn't, I don't know. You know what I mean? It
It should be
sucks.
there in like 2 months. That's fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. But this is the color I got, Kevin, for the pants.
Like the tan one. Wait,
Yeah,
is
but
it the one that has like a stretchy band towards the end of it?
yeah.
Oh, I hate those pants.
So I originally
Tough.
didn't like them too, but they're actually very, very comfortable and they actually fit pretty nice. So, and Rose likes them too. So,
No, no, no. Like you're actually getting, like a stretchy band on your ankle. How? What makes it comfortable?
well, it's more like it's just a style thing, you know?
Yeah, but anyway, that's not my style.
But anyways, I got this color and I was supposed to originally get this color right here,
Okay.
okay? The whitish color, and I didn't.
Okay.
So, whatever they have here is like it's wrong with their just something was wrong. So,
Well, Jofre, since you're swimming in a pot of money right now, like you can afford to get like two pants. That's fine.
pretty much, yeah. And I got this one, and actually looking back on it, it is a little green because it kind of came this color. But
Pretty much.
yeah,
You're
it's like
broken your
whatever.
money back now, right? Like you drop like a G on your gaming PC, and now you're buying pens.
Pretty much. Oh yeah, no, the PC is expensive, man. Let me see if I can get a link to that. Let me stop sharing real quick. I mean, besides that, like the thing that I've been spending on is the computer, right? The
Yeah.
PC.
Yeah.
But besides that, that's pretty much it. So
Cool.
yeah.
You're just rolling the dough right there. And your apartment that you're gonna move to a house in Sandy,
hmm
all that fun stuff.
Yeah, we're looking. So maybe by next week we'll figure out something.
Any places that you liked?
There is a few, but Rose is not like too keen on it. So we're kind of waiting and seeing what she likes, and then we're gonna make some calls. I've been actually really busy. Like the cover letters for like the jobs have been kind of putting me back.
So you don't get a say in where you're gonna live?
No, I do, but I feel like it should be equal as well. So I'm gonna check out her places. She's gonna check out mine, and we'll see what happens.
All right, cool, cool.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like over the weekend, there's a movie that came out, Trolls. You know, Trolls, a movie.
Yeah, the new one
Yeah, and I guess it was like I think it was like the most like streamed thing at home or something,
for like
and it
children.
made like a lot of money. Yeah, so I feel like this is definitely going to change the movie industry for sure. You
Made
know?
made a lot of money for Amazon Prime or something, or right, like
Yeah.
the
Oh yeah,
renting, Google Films.
Amazon, Netflix, like Google, like 'cause you can rent anything, right? You can rent movies. You don't need to go physically to a movie theater.
Hmm.
So it's like I feel like it's just kind of revolutionized that.
Yeah, like before we still had the renting thing, but never the real movie, right? Like the one that hits a theater first.
hmm
And if we can get some data right now in terms of, okay, like if everybody else is not going to the theater, do we really need a theater, right? Like people can argue, yeah, like some people, like they don't care about the surround sound, like the fancy speakers at a movie theater. Like for the whole experience, they want to be at home and eating their favorite ice cream, like watch a
hmm
movie, and that's totally fine. So it'll be interesting to see how the data shakes out after these few months of quarantine, and see if we really need to have a chain of movie theaters anymore. So
So like for me, like I'm personally one of the people that uses the movie theater as an escape to get out of the house.
hmm
So that's why I still like it.
hmm
And I used to really be for Megaplex because it had just great customer service. But then Cinemark just has way better seats and you feel so much comfortable,
yeah,
you know? So I feel like the if the movie theater industry didn't evolve like that to where they have the comfortable seats, the reclining chairs and stuff,
That are
it
heated and
would have
padded.
maybe it would have hurt them. It would have hurt them,
That's true.
But I
Yeah.
still think there's a need for them. But it's like I feel like a lot more people were kind of opting into like, let's split $20 for this movie. Each one of us pays $5 instead of $10 each or
I
something,
mean,
right?
how much is it on Amazon or renting the new one? Like $19, right? Somewhere around
Yeah,
there.
$19 with
That
tax 20.
and do you own them, or that was just like a renting thing?
No, I think it's a rental. I think it's just a rental.
Renting
I
for
mean,
like
we can
20
check it out.
bucks in like Utah is like huge. It's like super expensive, right? But I mean, it depends, right? Like, okay, so you go to the movie and you get popcorn. I usually don't get popcorn, right?
Hmm.
So if you and Rose, if you guys decide to watch a movie at your apartment, how much like money are you willing to spend renting that new movie that just came out?
It really depends. I think $20 is fine because it's just 10 each. But it's like if it's more, then probably not.
Yeah, that's the point. Okay, if you and Rose go to the theater, you get your popcorn, you get your candy, whatever. How much money are you spending total, like, overall, counting tickets?
The thing is, I usually don't never get candy. The thing I do get is popcorn,
Yeah.
and occasionally, but I have my bucket, so that's $4.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then sometimes like a drink, so that's another $4. So if we split that, each of us $4 plus a ticket, we spend around like 14, $13.
Total?
Yeah, each of us.
Each. Okay.
Hmm.
So see, like that makes sense, right? For like a single guy like me paying $19 for a movie rental, it doesn't make sense because I never really had butter popcorn or candy at the movie theater. I usually, I smuggle some Haribo's in there when I'm watching a movie,
Mm. Hmm.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
Remember? So,
they
like,
were good. I always look forward to the snacks.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So like, but if you're thinking about like a whole family, if you're gonna ship, you and Rose, and like maybe if a huge big family has like kiddos, they're probably gonna drop $20 just on the popcorn,
Hmm.
right? So
Yeah.
renting a movie $20 for like a group of people is actually not a bad deal.
Yeah.
So
No, and it makes sense too. It really depends on how big the movie is as well. Like if it's a big movie, people are gonna pay. If not, then they're gonna have to wait. But
yeah, like for you and Rose, it probably makes sense after
yeah.
the quarantine to like run a movie, because cost wise, like you're actually going to be spending less money, and
Hmm.
you'll be sitting on your couch eating the hot Cheetos or whatever, your own personal snack, and maybe have a
Hmm.
better experience than actually driving there and walking and checking and all that fun stuff. So
Yeah. So yeah, it really depends as well because some people have crappy surround sounds and small TVs. Not
mhm.
everyone has like really nice, Sonos or Bose speakers or
Yeah,
like the Samsung surround sound I have. So I think like there's still need for theaters as well, but I
definitely.
think a lot more movies are gonna maybe just go to digital.
Maybe they will be releasing at the same time, if you think about that, right?
Ooh, so
Right,
movie theater
maybe.
and digital.
Yeah, maybe on
Mm,
like Amazon it'll be like, or if they want to do like, most movies that come out on like Friday or Thursday, right? Like to catch a weekend rush, maybe the movie will be on demand on like Amazon or Google Play Movies on Monday the next week.
mm,
So they
yeah,
will cash in on the theater, make sure that they're taken care of, and then boom, release it on Amazon or something.
because at the end of the day, they just want to make money.
Yeah,
So they don't really care if people go to the movie theaters. I think the things that are going to hurt are the movie theaters themselves, like Cinemark or
yeah,
Megaplex. They're going to hurt
true.
the most.
That's true.
They're even after the quarantine. I feel like it's not going to go to normal.
It's not same thing with the restaurant industry. Like, like I'm not sure if you listen to like Dave Chang's podcast. They talk about like a lot about the restaurant industry. Like, it's never gonna be the same after the
Yeah.
quarantine.
Oh no, for sure. Um, like in what way? Like people are just not going to keep going out because they're like we can eat from home now.
Yeah, just a paranoia, right? Like, let's say last time that before the whole quarantine thing, we went to a Fast 33, right? Like we had a
Ooh.
chicken wings and you had a wraps,
Mm,
right?
yeah.
how many
Those are
people
good.
were, I know, how many people were around us? 20?
There was a good amount. Yeah, there was a
Yeah.
good amount.
And
20.
it was kind of busy, even though it was close to like their like closing time,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that was actually a pretty good spaced out restaurant. Like if you go to like a nice restaurant that are kind of popular, like my favorite pizza joint, where the seats are actually fairly close,
Mm-hmm.
people are gonna be paranoid in terms of like, am I gonna get something from this kind of a situation, from a
Yeah.
crowded situation? And to be honest, we don't really have a peace of mind until we have vaccines all developed. But
Yeah.
who like normally of like a vaccine will be developed around 18 months after the outbreak. So we're talking about like a year minimum away from vaccines. Then do you want to go back to the movies? Do you want to go to the gym?
Yeah. Personally, I don't want to go to a concert or movies until maybe next year. Like, like I had a May, what day was it? I think May 9th or May 16th, I had the Lantern Festival. You know those lanterns that you light and
Yeah.
then you see them float in the sky? I was going to go with Rose to one of those,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it's going to be canceled,
Right.
But it just kind of sucks, especially like the UFC, like Disney. You know what happened there, right?
Yeah, you talk about it like they are doing a private island, and then one of the fight that was gonna fight with no audience got canceled, right?
Yeah, so it pretty much like it boiled up from the MMA media to like mainstream media, like New York Times. They wrote an article on it, saying it wasn't going to be safe and everything. But then I think what happened was a senator from California read it, and then they called the executives at Disney. That's really well connected with the executives there, and the executive from Disney owns ESPN. Called the ESPN executive, which called Dana White and said, "Yeah, we're not going to stream the fight wherever you do it." So and they're not going to listen. Like the UFC was like going to be like health regulated. They have doctors. They have the money to do it. But it's like you really think the senator, the executive from Disney know what cage fighting is, or do they see it as more as barbaric and this rich guy wants to throw like a fight on an island? You know what I mean?
I
So they
I
shut
think
it
the
down.
biggest issue is like the whole ESPN has no live sports ever, right? Like if you think about like our podcasting is tough to come up with topics. Think about think about ESPN, a sports network has no new footage to
Yeah,
to report. Have nothing happening for the next quarter, for the next few months.
yeah.
Like
Do you want me?
but
Go
but
ahead. Go ahead. I'll bring up something, but go ahead.
yeah, but the thing is that if you allow UFC, what about boxing? What about
Two.
baseball? Right? What about bowling? Right? What about poker? Right? Like poker is probably like a bad example because everybody it's all crowded together. But you know what I'm saying? Now,
Hmm.
if you have a live event on ESPN, then what's going to happen to to other sports?
So the thing that was said is that the UFC was going to do something, and then they were going to like influence other sports to come back, like NBA come back, right? I think NBA is going to be one of the first sports to come back, um, because they can open up the arenas, and so I feel like UFC was going to open the doors for that and show people, it's okay because you don't really need a live audience or that many people to be there,
With UFC, it's probably like a unique example because it's just two people, right?
Exactly,
And then
yeah.
like the crowd, to be honest, I don't think it's gonna be that big of a. It's not that big part of the game compared to
Hmm.
basketball.
Yeah.
Because with basketball, like like a home court advantage is a real thing, right? Like if you
Yeah.
are playing in a way, if you're not playing your home arena, a adds a layer to the game where UFC it is like, okay, cool, you're from California, I'm from New Zealand, let's fight in Vegas. Like
Hmm.
there's not much of a difference in terms of part of the gaming or the game's experiences, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and the thing about it is that UFC can have production somewhere else and then show the arena, and then no one needs to come near it all, just the two fighters, right?
Yeah.
So the thing is that they built a facility called the Apex in Las Vegas where they handle all production. Everything is in-house that they can control really good. But you know what's crazy, Kevin?
Yeah.
So it was just announced that the UFC president says that the next fight will take place May 9th. They're hoping that the next fight takes place May 9th. So
Okay.
breaking news. That's
Okay.
crazy. Isn't that crazy? This guy's crazy.
So is it gonna be like their own live stream or like on UFC.com, not through ESPN? How does that work?
I don't know. I think it's got to be through ESPN. I think it's got to be through ESPN. They could do it on. They have their own system called UFC Fight Pass,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know how that would be. I think May 9th, because didn't Trump, didn't he set the restrictions till May 1st, right?
For Utah it is May 1st. For like France it is like May 15th. But like
France?
yeah, but like I know
That's
France.
Europe though.
Yeah, I know. But like for like California, like I don't think they're lifting up the lockdown soon. Probably we're looking at June maybe. That's my
Yeah.
prediction, the earliest.
That's what I was thinking as well, because I think May would have to wait out. So I think Dana White is just hoping he knows Trump, so he probably talks to him. But I think
Okay.
he's hoping that everything is fine by May. So May 9th they could do it would still be a closed arena and everything, but I hoping that they could do it in house. So that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mean Disney owns everything now, so if the
I
boss of
hate them.
Disney
The mouse.
doesn't
Mickey Mouse brought down the UFC. That made me so mad.
Do you know like the Disney's CEO Robert Iger? He actually just stepped down, surprisingly 3 weeks ago or a couple months
Really?
ago. And then
Really?
it was interesting because I was gonna read his biography. I was like, okay, who is gonna be named the CEO of like Disney, like this whole giant empire, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there are two school of thought. One thought is they're gonna let the head of content creation, meaning the head of Pixar, the head of like Disney Plus, like more to a streaming platform, to be the
Mm-hmm.
next CEO, and then they pick the guy who is the head of the parks to be the CEO of Disney.
Interesting.
So maybe that's why. Maybe if like quote unquote, if they go back in time to pick the one as a head of content creation or head of a streaming or video production, whatever that is, and we're probably gonna have a different UFC today. Who knows?
I'm pretty sure because I mean it's big, It's a lot of money. But it just it sucks because the virus sort of it just kind of screws up all the fights, but that's not even a big deal. Like people are getting sick. So the fights are not it's nothing, but
Yeah, it is.
I
First one
you know
issue
how many
for the hardcore
yeah,
fans.
it sucks, but you know how many times I've seen rewatch the Connor fight?
25.
The last month, I've seen it probably like 3-4 times.
It's like a 4 minute fight, right? I don't know.
Not that one. That one I just his older ones
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. But
Well,
yeah,
time to get a UFC fight pass for you to watch everything.
I have it already.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, all right.
I pay $10 a month for that.
There you go. Big baller Jofre still keeping the subscription.
It's crazy, man. I have a lot of stuff. I should probably like redo my budget because
Yeah,
it's like I'm spending a lot.
that's what I've done. Like I canceled my car washing thing.
Mhm.
I canceled my gym. Well,
Mhm.
they froze the account, but I canceled it before they froze it.
Vasa?
Yeah, Vasa. So like they
Oh
should
no,
be.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so they froze the accounts. So
Are
until
you
further,
gonna re-sign up for that?
I'm thinking about joining some places more nicer.
Mm.
But the thing is that it has to be close to my home as well.
Yeah.
So I might resign because the Vasa in Sani is just like 5 minutes down the road,
Yeah.
and there's one everywhere. And maybe I will
Mhm.
just do the $10 one because I only go to the one in like Sani for the last year or 7 months. How long
That
I've
makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I want to go for someone nicer. If you want to go with me, we can go in on like a yearly deal or something. I heard it's like
Yeah.
how much was it again? There's like a nicer one in Draper. It's like $80 a month, roughly.
For Vasa
No, for
or
like a nicer gym, it's like $60
oh,
or like say $60 or like $80 a month.
I
Uh,
don't know. You know what's crazy though? This
What?
has made me rethink the way I exercise. So I
Also,
kind of see like no purpose in the gym at all.
so you don't see the need even going to the gym.
No. I see you need to exercise still, but I don't see the need for the equipment because there's so
You
many
go to the
supplements
physical
for
gym.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and
true.
it's like if my bands came in, Kevin, if my bands came in from China that I ordered,
Game
then
over.
I wanted to see it and really test it out. But it's like you can have a few pieces of equipment, run outside for cardio. I guess during the winter would be a problem.
Yeah, like for me, like my biggest motivation for a gym membership is a sauna. To be
Really,
honest,
you
I
use it a
can,
lot.
yeah, like I use it every single time I go to the gym. I sit in it
Hmm.
for like 30 minutes. So, I can build one at my house. It's not a problem. It can cost me like 5 grand, 6 grand, and I have to
Whoa.
have a room for that.
Oh, a sauna. Yeah.
Sauna, yeah, and then I can get like the little one that's plastic, but that's not fun at all. So that's the major motivation that I have. And to be honest, I don't want that much gym equipment at my home. Sure, like you're gonna have a couple of dumbbells and maybe a couple, like kettlebells and whatnot, maybe a couple benches, right? Like the little rack thing, you like do the squats. But I don't want to have it because it's a big investment and it's gonna run me like what like a grand maybe if I'm getting like a Peloton
Possibly.
or like something
Possibly.
like
For there's racks that have pretty good equipment. And you wouldn't need a lot too, just for like kind of standard exercise or
yeah
standard weight
yeah
training and stuff. So,
kettlebell a dumbbell and then you get a little thing for squats for the like the big bar
hmm
and then you get a treadmill that's like 4 grand maybe three grand
yeah. I
both.
mean, personally for me, when I get a house, I would love to have like my own like room where it's a gym or something, or the basement, like half of it like a gym or something.
That's fine. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not against that, but for me, I personally, I don't
hmm
see the need to get one.
Yeah, and it's also preference as well. You know, like the gym does have everything there, and I can see the point to that. So yeah, it's just whatever you like to do and stuff. So
Yeah, yeah. That's fine.
yeah, but it's gonna change everything, man. You know, education.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
education. Yeah, I truly don't believe that we're gonna have any physical classes this whole year, right? If you
Did you
if you think about it, that like the big college classes, like we're like elbow to elbow sitting next to each other, and that would never fly right now. Never ever
you know
fly.
what did you see there was a notification from the U saying that I think all classes this summer are gonna have reduced tuition or something, and they're gonna be online,
Yeah,
all of them.
it it doesn't make sense for them for us to pay for the huge bloated administration people when everybody is at
Hmm.
home, right?
Exactly. I
So
think this helps WGU and it hurts it as well, like online places that already have that style system. One,
mhm,
it helps them because more people are going to be like, hey, we don't need to necessarily go to, so it kind of ups their reputation a little bit. And
mhm.
people are like, you can do college online.
I
But I
mean,
think it also hurts them because every college is doing online now, that you can do online college now at any
yeah,
college
like
now. So,
how will like WGU compete with like a Stanford or UCLA, right? And that is a good point. Is that I think what's going to happen is a good thing for all students is that the huge administrative staff will just be cut down.
hmm
It's probably bad for the middle aged people that work there, but it's good for the a student, right? Because we're actually paying their salary, right? And and secondly, it will be good for colleges that are cream, like that are top of their game, like for example the Ivy League, because if they are gonna charge lower tuition, then more people are gonna have room to like apply for the
hmm
further colleges, and then we're gonna see a bunch of crappy college like like the Phoenix University, right? Or even like
or
West
WGU.
or you said it, I didn't say it. Or like
WGU is good.
I was gonna use what's a college here in Utah? A Snow, right? A Snow College or like Dixie State.
Mm,
It's gonna make those college either go away
yeah.
or like on the binge or bankrupt because there's not competitive. Like like Dixie State and WGU and Snow College are on the same level, right? if I can just go through pure online college, I don't have to attend classes, and why the hell do I need to move to like Cedar City for like Snow or Dixie State?
Exactly. And I feel
I'm gonna
like
pick you.
it gives more people access to education. So online education, what it does is that it gives more people access to it. People that are older that can't, people that have constraints because they work a lot, they
Yeah,
have the opportunity to study. So I think it gives everyone more access. So I think it's going to make tuition go down a lot. The tuition is going to maybe decrease because WGU's tuition is like a third of how much like universities are,
yeah,
a
because you
semester.
guys are but you are considered the administrative staff at WGU, but you are not close to like what the U of U has, right?
Exactly. I mean, and it really depends because a lot of people from WGU do get really good jobs with the degree. The degree is nationally and regionally accredited, so it's legitimate. It's
Yeah,
more like, will the job hire you because they have a graduate from the University of Utah or WGU,
that's true.
or maybe, but still Ivy League kind of triumphs over, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
any education. So it really
So,
depends.
so the tuition will go down for sure. And if you're not a decent college, like if you don't rank like top, like rank number one or number two in the state, then you're in trouble, pretty
Yeah.
much. Like for Utah, like if you're not U of U or if you're not BYU, then you are in trouble. Like nobody is going to drive to Logan for your crappy education if they can go to WGU in that regard.
Well, that's the plan. Actually, I was gonna go to Utah State University, um, but because I wanted to study international business there, but I decided not to because I was kind of wanted to stay near my parents and stuff, and that's a regret I have. But I
Really?
also stayed because Utah was, accredited a little bit higher than
Mm-hmm.
Utah State University.
Mm-hmm.
But I really didn't really care too much about that at the time. I just kind of wanted to get out and do my own thing, live up there in is it Logan or whatever?
Yeah, Logan is like an
Or
hour and a half above. It's
yeah.
really nothing is in Logan, so you're gonna be bored out of your mind.
Oh
And
yeah.
and we would not have met if you go to Utah State. There'd be no
Oh
podcast.
yeah. I would have been some I would have been doing international marketing. That would have been, or is an international business or something. That would have been my
Yeah,
degree. So
yeah. So we will not cross paths if you go up to Logan. So
yeah. I don't know, but it's definitely going to change it. I think for the better for sure, and just cut all the fees and make it easier for people to go to school and stuff.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
cool.
Cool.
I like your points.
My war points.
The points you brought up about like just education and stuff, and I think it was
I've been
pretty
I've
good.
been listening to podcasts. I've been reading a ton. I've been doing my stuff. So yeah, good.
That's good.
I feel like Ryan Holiday was on Tim Ferriss' podcast. Did you listen to that one?
I haven't yet. No, I would have listened to that if I didn't watch the movie today. But
Don't blame it
it's
on
in
the
the queue.
movie. Don't blame it on
I
the movie.
just feel like for some reason I feel like Tim Ferriss speaks a little bit faster than Ryan Holiday, so and Ryan Holiday speaks slower. I don't know. I gotta watch it because I watched the other one, and I just feel like
Excuses.
it's kind of weird. I feel like Tim
Um,
Ferriss is a lot smarter than Ryan Holiday. But
okay. Here's my takeaway, right? Because I've never seen Ryan Holiday talk in such a long length. He's a little awkward, to be honest.
mhm.
I
Yeah.
mean, a person that is that's drawn to a Stoic philosophy in 21st century, probably a little bit more awkward. But the
Mhm.
point that he's making is actually really, really good. So here's my biggest takeaway from that podcast, right? Like we can talk about it after you watch it. I recommend you watch the video version of it.
Oh
Um,
yeah, for sure.
is that it just depends on what kind of spin do you want to put on this whole quarantine thing, right? Like for me, it's going to be the best time of my life. That's kind of like the way that I look at it. First of all, I'm not under any financial stress. I've done a good job planning it out and saving. I'm not making any money right now because we are completely freezing our operation. I have no income, but I'm fine, right? So that's not a stressor. Secondly, I've been reading so much books. I reading so much. I'm reading so many books. I'm listening to podcasts and audiobooks. I never really have time to do that before, right? Like that's why my podcasting game is so on point, because I'm able to pump up like 2 podcasts a day, maybe 4 at one time. It's because I'm enjoying this kind of
lifestyle.
lifestyle. And then my mom is actually encouraging me to keep on going with it, and hopefully, you know, make it bigger and whatnot. So I was like, cool, we'll see.
You should freelance.
I should freelance. I was thinking about I was searching for a job in like podcast field and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And nextly, like, you know, like I'm close to like getting a dog. Like, even though dog just keeps shutting me down. If you want details, listen to the summer show. I know we kind of talk about this, but
It sucks.
I know it sucks. But like, yeah, like think about this, right? Like, I'm doing a lot of stuff that I want to do. I'm going over books. I'm staying in tune with the viruses, with a scenario. I'm reading a ton. I'm getting a dog. I'm active. Like, what is not to like about this period, right? It depends on where you look at it. So
I agree, and I feel like it's what you make of it. If you have a lot of time, take advantage of it. Don't sort of be down in the dumps about it, because it's like you can't change anything. So it's like use it more as like a time to relax as well. I feel like this has been a long vacation in a way. So that's why I'm trying to get back into web development, you know, try to record a little bit more with you. I'm trying to do my own solos as well.
yeah, good.
I'm still trying to release 2 this week. I will release 2 this week. And then, you know, we'll see what happens. Like it kind of got me interested. If I could do freelance and do the full time, that'd be like, you know, I could take advantage of the free time.
Yeah, definitely. But like working on like weekends is definitely prime, and then it gave you fulfillment. That's kind of my feeling for the last 2 years, not having weekends. So I know it sounds kind of sad, but you know, like it was a lot of takeaways.
No. So you feel like you have more fulfillment because you are going into the office and you're at home more, right?
It depends, right? Like, do you mean that I'm having more fulfillment now, or are you talking about working weekends giving me more fulfillment?
I guess both, whichever.
So for me, like I'm a planner, right? Like I'm very rigid, as Summer likes to call me. I'm a very rigid person. Probably you like notice too. So I don't really have a problem, have a huge chunk of time that I need to manage, right? Like I'm pretty structured, right? I did a podcast with him. I talk about like, you know, like binge watching. I did it once. I hated it.
Yeah, but yeah, I can't. I mean, I can like 3-4 episodes, but then I can't after. Like I get burnt out, and you waste the show too. You know.
That's true. So and for me, working the weekends it's not a choice, but after a while, you feel like it's a lifestyle. You feel like you're actually doing something when people are on the break, right? Like I'm actually contributing either to your own growth or your own paycheck or whatever. And if you do that over and over again, it's like Kobe, right? Like, you know, the Mamba mentality. There was this quote that I love about Kobe. He's like, yeah, I wake up at 4 every single day. I wake up, I hit the gym at 5. I got 2 hours in at 7. I go home, I have breakfast with my kids, and then I you know, like hit the gym from like 10 to 12. I rest and nap, and I hit the gym again in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And then went home with the kids, had dinner, and then they went to the gym again.
Wow. So he was just all into it.
Yeah. So 100%. Like Kobe is like, I don't care what kind of a work that you do over the summer. And most people say, yeah, I'm gonna have a summer job, I'm gonna have an internship, I'm gonna work so hard. Kobe is like, I don't care. By the time that you like got there, I already put in years of work ahead of you. You were never gonna catch me. That's kind of like my mentality was working the weekends as well. Like we kind of talked about this before. Like we're freaking in the early 20s. Like what else are we supposed to do? Party all weekends, and then what? Are you willing to go to Vegas? Like, you know, like go live in what's the famous hotel, like Flamingo, or do you want to live in Bellagio? I prefer the latter, but totally up to you.
Ooh, I like it. I like. No, that makes sense too. I think though, to that argument, you should also like have a social life as well. You know, it can't just all be work, because that's negative as well. That's negative if you're just burning yourself out, or you know what I mean.
when it
It should
comes
be
to
a
fulfillment,
mixture, I think.
yeah, like when it comes to fulfillment, like I really do feel like if you're doing something that you are designed to do or you like, you don't need a day off. Like that's kind of what I feel like before this whole virus thing, because I was telling you, I was like, crap, like I haven't got a day off for like 3 weeks or months
Hmm.
at a time. Then I might get one day off, but I feel like I'm not burnt out about it. Like I was surprised too. I was like, what? Like before I have to take like one day off every week, but when I'm doing this whole recruiting thing, I can roll like, pretty long days for like a month, not like stopping.
Hmm.
Right? Like I guess the biggest thing is you have to go in and try out to see if it actually a good fit for you. You know?
Yeah, no, and I definitely agree with that. You don't know until you try things. So
So
that's
no,
why I want to. That's why I want to put a few hours on my plate, see if I can actually manage it. And if I do maybe like that, I can transition from freelance to the full time because they have both. They have
yeah,
both. So
yeah. Like
we'll see.
I'm excited that Jofre is going to the field of recruiting. Oh, ho, ho, ho. That's gonna be
I don't
fun.
know. I don't know what kind of. It's interesting because I don't know what kind of companies they're. I'll be
Yeah.
working for. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So
I
I had
will
to. I gotta ask.
I will dig around and I will hopefully apply to because I'm thinking about going into more of a recruiting field. Just have because to be honest, I'm okay with where I'm at right now, but I'm hoping to at least have some kind of a income to balance my books. Like
Hmm.
I'm fine where I'm at, but extra cheese money is actually pretty good too. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Cool.
All right,
I
you've
like
been
it.
yawning for the last like 20 minutes, so we should probably pause the podcast right here.
Oh yeah. I know. I don't know. So much stuff. Good stuff. Positive stuff. I like it.
Yeah, yeah. It just depends on how you look at it. So
Hmm. No, that's true. Cool. I like it, man.
all right. Anything else?
No, that's everything for me.
Perfect. We call this what? Life after quarantine or something?
Life after the quarantine, but we broke down like how it's changing everything. How like you know what I mean? The movie industry's changing, sports kind of. So I don't
Mhm.
know.
Cool. Well,
Just
freeze
the
it.
evolution after COVID or something. I feel like would be
Yeah.
good.
We'll see. All right. Cool.
Cool.
This is Kevin signing off.
This is Joffrey signing off.
Have a great one, guys.